one of the first things, and I'm actually teaching this in a lightning lesson, is that the heart of a persuasive argument is the structure of it. So if you think about what a lot of people do in user research, design, or in fact, even any kind of presentations, what they will tend to do is what I call the shopping list, right? I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. And that is not what anybody wants to hear, right? Because in a sense, that's a bit like, you know, when you go into a restaurant and the person serving you tells you the specials of the day, right? And by the time they're listing the last two, you've forgotten what they said at the beginning, you know? And so one of the first things I teach people about structure is that everything you say should follow the last thing for a very good reason. And there's a trick that I use, actually, that comes from the creators of South Park, where they figure out how different parts of the story are connected. What connects this part of my story to that part of my story? You can say this, therefore this, but this. And so by looking at your story that you're telling in a different way, you can ask yourself the question, is this a good argument, right? Am I creating a ladder of logic in my audience's mind to why we did it this way? Very commonly, you will see people give a bunch of isolated user research findings. So, you know, we found out this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And then later on, they will show you the design. Screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, and screen 4. What I'm saying is, why don't you embed the story of the user research findings when you're talking about the screens? So rather than and then, you get this, therefore this. There's an internal logic to what you are saying. Does that make sense?